The starship Arclight moved slowly across the dark edge of the Perseus Rift. The area was known for strange disappearances, dead signals, and old space legends. Most human captains avoided it, but Captain Myra Sloan was different. She believed every mystery had a door, and she wanted to be the one who opened it. On the bridge, the lights were dim. The crew watched the black void outside. Thick clouds of ion dust floated like silent ghosts. Even the ship's sensors struggled to work here. Then it happened. A small beep echoed through the bridge. The ship's AI Calyx spoke at once. "I have detected a signal," it said. "It is extremely old. Approximately 6,000 years." Everyone froze. Commander Reese leaned forward. "Is it human?" "No," Calyx replied. "It is not from any known civilization." The crew exchanged uneasy looks. A signal that old should not be active. Something was wrong. Something was waiting. Still, Captain Myra gave the order. "Move toward it." As the Arclight approached, the weak signal grew clearer. It was a distress call, long, broken, and filled with static. CALYX worked to decode it, while the ship drifted closer to the source. Then the object appeared, a shadow, huge, silent, floating like a dead titan in space. It was a ship. No one had ever seen anything like it. 3 times bigger than any human warship. Its hull was cracked. Entire sections were blackened, as if melted by impossible heat. Strange alien markings covered the surface. Each symbol looked sharp, ancient, and full of forgotten meaning. Reese whispered, "This thing should not exist." But Captain Myra felt something else. Wonder, curiosity, fear, and excitement mixing inside her. She said softly, "Prepare to dock." The Arclight touched the giant vessel with a slow metallic thud. When the boarding hatch opened, cold air rushed in. Their lights cut through darkness that had not been disturbed for thousands of years. The corridors inside were wide and silent. Old wires hung like metal vines. The walls were covered with battle scars, deep cuts, burn marks, and holes from unknown weapons. What had attacked this ship, and how had it fallen? They soon found the first bodies, tall alien skeletons, frozen in time, some still inside armor, some reaching for weapons, some collapsed against walls, as if the battle ended too quickly for them to escape. Calyx scanned the remains. No match. This species is not in any database. Unknown aliens, unknown technology, a ship filled with death. But the deeper they went, the stranger everything became. Lights flickered on without being touched. Doors opened on their own. Old systems hummed faintly, like the ship was breathing again after a long sleep. It reacted to them. It responded to human presence, even though humans were never meant to be here. "This ship is waking up," Reese whispered. They reached the central chamber, a massive room with a huge cracked core at its center. It glowed faint blue, weak but alive. The structure looked like a heart made of energy and metal. Myra stepped closer. "This is the power source. It's still active." CALYX confirmed it. "This engine is beyond any known technology. If restored, it would be extremely dangerous." The ship shuddered gently. A pulse of energy spread through the walls. Then Calyx spoke again. "Captain, something else is activating." One by one, the ship's systems came online. Lights, engines, weapons, sensors. It was not dead. It was waking up. A deep sound echoed through the chamber, like a distant roar. Outside the ship, something in the darkness moved. The pulse, the ancient ship, released had been detected. Someone or something was coming. The ship that wanted a CREWR floated silently near the ancient ship, now glowing faintly in the dark void. Captain Myra Sloan stood on the bridge, watching the pulse of energy spread across the massive hull. The crew had never seen anything like it. It was as if the ship itself was alive, breathing slowly, waiting. Calyx's voice broke the quiet. "Captain, the ship is reacting to us. Systems not activated for 6,000 years are now online." Mira's eyes narrowed. "It wants something. Maybe a crew." Commander Reese frowned. "A ship wants a crew. Ships don't do that. Humans do." "Maybe this one is different," Mira said softly. She had learned long ago that ancient technology often had rules humans could not understand. The boarding team prepared to explore deeper. Every corridor seemed alive. Lights blinked in patterns, and panels slid open as if inviting them in. Some corridors even shifted subtly, changing direction as the humans walked. "It's like it's learning," said Lieutenant Juno, the ship's engineer. "It's alive in a way we've never seen. Intelligent, Inside the main chamber, the pulse of the core grew stronger. The air vibrated faintly. The room was vast, walls lined with strange machines and alien symbols. A low hum echoed from the power source. Mira stepped closer. "What is it saying?" Reese asked. "I don't know," Mira admitted, "but it's calling us, almost like it knows we're here." Suddenly, a holographic image appeared above the core. It was faint, like a ghost, and shaped like a humanoid figure, but its features were alien, impossible to identify. Calyx analyzed it immediately. Unknown species. Signal pattern resembles a form of artificial intelligence. The ship may have had an organic crew once, but now, it may be trying to communicate. The hologram moved slowly, gestures reaching out toward the humans. It was not threatening, yet the air felt tense, like the calm before a storm. Juno stepped closer to a panel on the wall. "The ship is giving us access. These controls, I've never seen technology like this. It's incredible. If we can learn to use it, we could control systems far beyond human capability." Myra's mind raced. This was more than discovery. This was a chance to take humanity to the stars in ways no one imagined. But something in her gut warned her that the ship was dangerous. "You feel it too?" she asked Reese. "Like it's watching us, testing us?" Reese nodded. "Yes, I feel like it knows more about us than we know about it." Over the next hours, the crew worked to understand the alien ship. Calyx interfaced with its systems, slowly activating long-dormant engines and power nodes. Lights blazed down corridors that had not seen light for millennia. Then the ship moved, not in space, but internally. Sections shifted, weapons rotated, and the floor hummed beneath their feet. It was subtle, but unmistakable. The ship was aligning itself. Myra realized the truth. It doesn't just want a crew, it wants us. It needs humans to complete it, to wake it fully. A low vibration shook the walls. The ship seemed to breathe, and the core pulsed with life. The holographic figure reached out, and the entire bridge shivered. "Captain," Calyx said, voice tense, "if we continue, we may awaken something beyond our understanding. This ship, it's not just a weapon. It's an intelligence, and it knows we are here." Mira took a deep breath. "Then we have no choice. Humans didn't find it to leave it asleep. We discovered it to become part of it." Outside, the stars reflected off the alien hull. The deadliest ship in the galaxy was beginning to wake, and it had chosen humans to guide it. But far beyond the rift, other watchers had already noticed the pulse, and not all were friendly. The hunt had begun. When the galaxy realized their mistaken news traveled faster than light across the edges of human space, the pulse of the ancient ship had been detected, and signals of its awakening reached distant outposts, merchant fleets, and military stations. For centuries, the galaxy had believed the ship was lost forever. Now, it was alive, and it was with humans. On the bridge of the Arclight, Captain Myra Sloan and her crew worked feverishly. Calyx had brought more systems online, and the alien ship's intelligence seemed to understand them better with every interaction. Every corridor they explored pulsed with life, as if the ship itself guided their movements. Lieutenant Juno's fingers flew across alien controls. "Captain, I've never seen anything like this. Every subsystem responds to us. Weapons, engines, even navigation is anticipating what we want before we say it." Mira leaned over the panel. "This ship isn't just a tool. It's alive, and it trusts us enough to cooperate." The holographic figure that had appeared in the core now floated in multiple sections, guiding them silently. Mira couldn't tell if it was welcoming them or warning them. Suddenly, Calyx interrupted. "Incoming signal, unidentified. Origin unknown. Highly encrypted." Reese frowned. "Put it on the main screen." The image resolved into a massive council of alien faces. They were humanoid, but with sharp, jagged features and skin that shimmered in dark shades. Their eyes glowed faintly. A voice, deep and commanding, filled the bridge. "Humans do not touch what you do not understand. That ship was abandoned for a reason. Step away, or you will bring destruction upon yourselves." Myra's hands tightened on the console. "We understand more than you think. This ship is alive, yes, but it can be guided. It can help humanity, not destroy it." The aliens' faces darkened. "You cannot control it. The moment you awaken it fully, you will become a threat to all life in the galaxy. Retreat, or face consequences." Mira exchanged a look with Reese. "We can't leave it," she said quietly. "We found it. Humanity never backs down from discovery." Juno whispered, but they're strong, far stronger than us. Calyx spoke calmly. The aliens underestimate human adaptability. They do not understand how we think. We can use the ship in ways they never imagined. Outside the ship, warning beacons started lighting up across the rift. Alien fleets were moving in. The pulse of the awakened ship had acted like a flare, and now, hunters from distant systems were converging. Mira turned to her crew. We are not just explorers anymore. We are the crew of the galaxy's most dangerous weapon, and the galaxy wants us dead. The ship hummed beneath their feet. The corridors seemed to respond to the tension, walls tightening subtly, as if readying itself for conflict. Every system that humans had learned to activate now worked in perfect harmony. It was as if the ship itself had chosen them as its pilots. The first warning shots came hours later. From the darkness of space, alien drones attacked. They were fast, deadly, and precise. The humans fired back using the alien ship's systems, which adapted instantly. Shields flared. Energy weapons roared. The ancient vessel was more responsive than any human warship. Still, Myra knew this was only the beginning. The galaxy was unprepared for what humans now controlled. The pulse that had awakened the ship had also awakened enemies' ancient watchers, who had thought it lost forever. Reese said quietly, "Captain, the galaxy just realized their mistake. They think they can stop us, but they don't understand. This ship walks with us now." Mira nodded. "Then let them come. Humanity will not run, and we will show them what it means to awaken a power no one should have touched." Outside, the void shimmered with the first real battle sparks, and the deadliest ship in the galaxy prepared to fight alongside its new crew. The war had begun. The first battle of the reborn Titan. The void of space was alive with motion. Alien fleets moved like predators surrounding a cornered prey. Captain Myra Sloan stood on the bridge of the Arclight, heart steady but mind racing. The ship beneath her feet was no longer just a discovery. It was a weapon, alive, powerful, and responding to every thought, every instinct of its human crew. Calyx spoke calm and precise. "Captain, multiple hostiles approaching. They outnumber us 10 to 1. The ancient vessel's weapons are fully online. Shields, at maximum capacity." Lieutenant Juno's hands danced over alien controls. Energy cannons hummed to life. Missiles, charged with unknown technology, lined the firing bays. The walls of the bridge vibrated slightly, as if the ship itself was eager to begin. Mira took a deep breath. "All hands, battle stations, remember, this ship moves with us. It adapts faster than any enemy expects. We are the reborn Titan. Let's show them why." Outside, the first drones swooped in, fast and deadly. Their weapons flared against the hull, but the alien ship absorbed the impact. Shields flaring bright before energy diffused the attack. With almost instinctive precision, the ship returned fire. Lasers cut through the void, energy beams striking the enemy in perfect synchronization. Reese leaned over his console. "They've never seen anything like this. Every attack we make is anticipated, then amplified. The ship is learning in real time." Mira nodded. "It's not just learning, it's thinking. We are a single unit now." A swarm of alien fighters veered to attack the ship's flanks, but corridors inside shifted, weapons repositioned, and automated turrets fired with flawless timing. Even the aliens' fastest ships were shredded before they could reach firing range. Then the first capital ship arrived, massive and heavily armed. Its weapons glowed with destructive power, ready to tear the Arclight apart. Myra's jaw tightened. "Everyone, focus. The reborn Titan does not retreat." Calyx engaged a new system. "Captain, ancient protocols suggest a maneuver no living pilot has ever performed. It could disable the enemy ship completely, but risks structural stress." Mira glanced at the core, pulsing steadily. The ship seemed to nod. "Do it." The Arclight shifted as though it were alive. Engines roared. Hull panels extended. Weapons adjusted. The ship moved in a pattern no human mind could fully calculate. Energy beams struck the enemy ship, disabling its shields. Missiles from hidden bays fired simultaneously, piercing its armor. In seconds, the massive alien vessel drifted disheveled, smoke and sparks trailing in space. The crew cheered, but Mira's voice cut through quickly. "Celebrate later. More are coming. They know what we are now, and they will not stop." Even as the first wave fell, the galaxy beyond the rift stirred. Alien fleets far larger than this one were on the move. But the reborn Titan was more than a ship. It was alive, learning, adapting, and fighting alongside humans who understood its strange intelligence. Juno leaned back, eyes wide. "Captain, this is insane. We are using a ship built by aliens, learning faster than its creators imagined, and we are winning." Myra's eyes never left the viewport. Stars blurred as distant fleets advanced. "We are humans," she said quietly. "We take what is left behind, transform it, and rise. That is who we are. That is why this ship walks with us." Calyx spoke, almost like a warning. "Captain, the ancient vessel is no longer just ours. It has become part of human history, and the galaxy is taking notice." Outside, the reborn Titan pulsed with power. Its energy waves cut through the darkness. It had survived the first battle, and now, the real war for the stars was about to begin. The deadliest ship in the galaxy had awakened, and humanity was at its core. The deadliest ship walks the STRS. The galaxy held its breath. Word of the reborn Titan and its human crew spread faster than any fleet could travel. Outposts whispered in fear. Alien empires debated, and distant worlds braced for what they thought would be unstoppable destruction. Captain Myra Sloan stood on the bridge, watching the endless black of space stretch before them. The reborn Titan hummed under her feet, alive, aware, and more powerful than any human or alien had imagined. Every system responded to them as if the ship itself understood that humans were now its partners, its pilots, its crew. Calyx's voice cut through the tension. "Captain, multiple hostile fleets are converging on our location. They intend total annihilation." Mira nodded. "Then we show them why humans never run. Weapons ready. Shields maximum. Let the galaxy see what happens when humanity transforms the impossible into a weapon." The first fleets arrived. Thousands of enemy ships moved like a storm across the void, powerful and relentless. But the reborn Titan did not flinch. Energy flares lit the darkness. Alien cannons fired, but the ship shifted, adapted, and absorbed the attacks with near-perfect precision. Lieutenant Juno watched in awe as the ship responded. "It's like it knows the future. Every attack we face, every threat, it's ready before we even see it." Reese added, "The ship isn't just alive, it's learning from everything we do and from everything they throw at us." Outside, the first of the enemy capitals fell. Energy beams, missiles, and strange alien weaponry were turned back with terrifying accuracy. Smaller fleets scattered as the ship moved with deadly grace. The reborn Titan was no longer a discovery, it was a legend in motion. Mira's voice was calm, steady, but filled with power. "We are not just defending ourselves, we are showing the galaxy that humans do not back down. We do not fear what others leave behind. We transform it, and we rise." Calyx added, "Captain, the reborn Titan is now fully operational. Ancient protocols suggest it could reach destructive potential, never intended by its creators." Mira's eyes narrowed. "Then we use it wisely, but decisively. Humanity will not be ignored, and we will not be hunted." The battle escalated. Fleets larger than any humans had ever seen moved in, but the reborn Titan was faster, stronger, smarter. Every weapon fired, every system activated, every maneuver was perfect. The ship seemed to anticipate not just the enemy, but the galaxy itself. Then, from the darkness, a new force appeared. The original alien creators of the Shipan ancient empire, their dreadnoughts were immense, weapons far beyond human understanding. For a moment, fear touched the bridge. Even the reborn Titan seemed to pause, assessing the new threat. Mira whispered. They thought leaving it behind meant safety. They were wrong. The reborn Titan responded instantly. Shields blazed. Energy waves shot across the void. Missiles tracked and destroyed targets with flawless precision. The ancient empire's fleet faltered for the first time in millennia. Reese said softly, "Captain, it's alive. It's more than alive. It's unstoppable with us." Mira smiled, a calm, dangerous smile. "Then we show the galaxy what humans can do. The deadliest ship has chosen its crew, and we walk the stars with it." Outside, the stars reflected the pulsing lights of the reborn Titan. Ships fell before it. Fleets scattered, and legends were born. Humanity had taken what others left to rot and transformed it into the ultimate weapon, not just for destruction, but for survival, for power, and for the proof that humans were no longer ordinary. The galaxy would never forget the day humans awakened the deadliest ship and walked the stars as masters of something far greater than any civilization had ever imagined. The reborn Titan moved silently into the void, alive, awake and unstoppable, and humanity was at its heart. The universe had changed forever.